Hi, hello, welcome to a video in English. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided it's finally time to approach this and to talk about it. And I don't even know how to start it, but I figured if I wanted to start this, I would need a video explaining what's happening, because otherwise everyone would be like, what the hell, Manganet? So here's that video. I haven't really thought about what I want to say or how I want to say it. There's a few loose topics that I want to touch, and I'm gonna try not to keep this video 45 minutes long, because you all know nobody got time for that, me included. So let's jump right in and talk about what I want to talk to you today. I don't know if you guys know this, maybe one or two of you do, but when I first started my YouTube channel around 3 years ago, my very first videos were in English, and it was incredibly awkward, and I was not that much confident in my videos, and it didn't last long. Maybe there's 4 or 5 videos in English in my channel, I don't exactly remember, but if you scroll down to the very bottom of this page, you will find those said videos. And you will see how awkward I was, both because I was just starting to talk for a camera for the first time ever, which is always awkward when we start, and also because, I don't know, my English was awkward. I'm not saying that my English is nice now, because it's not. I don't know, that whole thing of recording in English and publishing my very first videos in English didn't quite work for me, so I stopped that and I started recording in Portuguese, my native language. And I've been doing so ever since, recording all my videos in Portuguese, and also because most of you watching my videos, you're all Portuguese, and I've always ended up thinking, why would I record in any other language if everyone watching my videos, everyone's Portuguese, I'm Portuguese, why would we not speak in Portuguese to each other? But for the last few months, and when I say months, I mean maybe over a year ago, I started having the desire to record in English. Not that my English is better now, okay, maybe it's slightly better. I would hope that in 3 years my English has somehow improved, but it's still not amazing, and I'm sure I still make lots of mistakes when I'm speaking. My pronunciation of words is far from being great, and although I consider myself fluent in English, it's still not amazing, but whatever. But over the last few months, I've been dealing with this desire of changing somehow my channel and start recording in English. And the reasons for that were multiple, plenty, and I could start listening them to you. Like, I have English friends now, and friends from other nationalities that are not Portuguese, and sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I would like to be able to share my videos with them, and I cannot simply because they don't understand what I'm saying. Also, most of my videos are about books, and I don't remember the last time I read a book in Portuguese. Okay, now that I've thought about it, I've remembered it. Yeah, but I don't feel pulled to read in Portuguese nowadays. It's harder for me, that's sad, but it's harder for me to read in Portuguese than it is in English. I read much faster in English, and obviously living in the UK, it's much easier to get books in English than in Portuguese, both because we're in the UK, but also because Portuguese books are expensive, like really expensive. That was one of the reasons. I don't read my books in Portuguese, and some of the ones I read are not even translated in Portuguese, so why would I talk about them in Portuguese, you know what I mean? And then again, I would think, but everyone watching my channel, everyone's Portuguese, so why would I speak another language? So as you can see, this is being a big debate inside my head for the last few months, and every time I think about doing videos in English, I always struggle, like, how would I do it? Would I start a new channel? Or would I just use the channel I have and start publishing videos in English from one day to the other? And the more I thought about it, the more I would postpone this decision, because I would again go back to the same point, as in, first, if I start a new channel, there will be no one there. I will literally be speaking to the walls. If I keep my current channel, which is, surprise surprise, where you're seeing this video, everyone there will be Portuguese, so it will be very weird and probably awkward, the fact that the video is in English, but then you guys are probably gonna leave comments in Portuguese, and I'm gonna reply to them in Portuguese. But also, one of the reasons that has always postponed me starting recording in English was the fact that I feel that if it wasn't for those few minutes every day or every 2 days or so that I sit myself in front of the camera and I speak Portuguese, there would be weeks where not a single Portuguese word would come out of my mouth. And you know, from seeing my videos, sometimes I already struggle to find the translation for some words, or when I'm in Portugal with my friends, I struggle to tell certain stories in Portuguese, or when I'm in a restaurant, I struggle to order in Portuguese. It's a big struggle, okay? And I think that's part of being an immigrant and living outside our country for so long now. So I've always thought that the fact that I was recording in Portuguese was something that would help me not forget my own language, which is probably true. Sometimes the minutes that I spend talking to the camera in Portuguese are the only minutes in that month that I'm speaking Portuguese, because I'm not a big fan of talking on the phone or anything. And yes, I text my friends in Portuguese and all that, but texting and typing is not exactly the same as using actual words, is it? If I think about it, that was probably the main reason why I never stopped recording in Portuguese, because I don't want to forget my own language. Portuguese is my own language. My boyfriend is British. I don't get to speak Portuguese at home. My family is in another country. My friends are in another country. I was always scared that if I stopped this daily, almost daily habit of speaking Portuguese to the videos, then one day I would wake up and I would completely forget how to speak Portuguese. But is that a realistic thing? Does that really happen? Do people actually forget how to speak their own language? So there's lots of questions and there's lots of doubts in my head. And even now, sitting here recording this very first video in English, I'm still questioning myself. What am I doing? Should I go ahead with this, or should I just stick to the good old Portuguese? And I don't know, I feel like in a way I need a challenge. And sometimes, again, as sad as this sounds, but sometimes my thinking process happens in English, because English is the language that surrounds me every day of my life. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes I struggle to speak Portuguese. I feel so awkward saying this. In another way, I felt like I needed a challenge, so I decided to give it a try. Basically, I've had this idea in my head for many months, like I said, of wanting to start recording in English. And I've never done it because there are so many questions. But then recently I've been thinking, what if I just give it a try instead of creating a second channel? Because I think having two channels would just be a mess. I would end up not posting in any of them regularly. And one thing that I enjoy about my channel is precisely having a regular post schedule. I try posting every other day, as you guys may have noticed. Sometimes it fails, but I always try to keep that schedule going. So I would figure that if I had two channels, it would be impossible to post as frequently in either of them. So I figured, let's just give it a try to recording videos in English, see how it goes. And I don't know, this might last a week, this might last 2 months, this might last a year, and then I might go back to recording in Portuguese. I don't know what I'm doing. I just decided that I should make this video and give you guys a heads up that from now on, all the videos that I record from today onwards, I will be recording them in English. And we'll see what happens. Will there be new people coming to the channel? Will it still be the same people as always? Will it make sense a week from today, 2 weeks from today? Will I still feel the desire to record in English? Or will it be super awkward again like it was in the beginning 3 years ago when I first started recording in English? So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if this is gonna last. I don't know if we're gonna go back to speaking Portuguese in future videos. I don't know, but I thought that instead of just coming here one day and just boom, my regular content is in English, I would give you a small heads up that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start trying to speak English in my videos. And with this, I'm not saying my English is perfect, because it's not. I've been living outside of Portugal for 4 years now. I hope my English has improved in 4 years. It's still not perfect. There's a lot of mistakes that I make. And if for some reason you're watching this video and you're an English native speaker, British, American, Australian, or you're just Swedish and your English levels are very good, and if I say something really bad and I totally butcher that grammar, then please forgive me. I'm doing my best, but I am by no means claiming that my English is perfect. Here we are, guys, for all my Portuguese viewers that have been here for months now, always following, always leaving comments on my videos. I hope you are all able to understand what I'm saying. I hope you all have a sufficient level of English to understand me. If not, please leave a comment down below. Although if you don't really understand English, you're probably not watching this video anymore. But if you do, and if you're still watching this video, then please leave me a comment down below saying, what do you think about this? Do you think it's stupid? Do you think I should get a new channel? What do you think? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure things in my head. This has been going on for months in my head. It's exhausting, guys. Having always the same idea stuck in your head and always wanting to do something and never actually do it. It's very exhausting. After a while, your brain just turns into mashed potatoes. And I don't want to feel like that anymore. So I'm giving it a try, but there's no guarantees of what's going to happen. But do leave a comment down below. Tell me your things and thoughts. What do you think about all this? Am I being stupid? Am I being crazy? Is this a horrible idea? Or is this the best idea I've ever had in my channel? I don't know. I'm so confused. My brain is turned into mashed potatoes, like I said. But yeah, we're doing this. I don't know what's gonna happen from now on. I do know that after this video goes live, there will be 1 or 2 more videos coming out in Portuguese, because those are videos that I've started recording already for the last few weeks. One of them I've started recording for the last few months. So they are videos that have been in production for ages, and I've started them in Portuguese, and I'm gonna finish them in Portuguese, because otherwise swapping language halfway through a video would make no sense. So after this video goes live, some videos will come out in Portuguese. However, like I said, from today onwards, all the videos that I record will be spoke in English. I hope that's okay with you guys. I don't know, give me a help here, say something down there, and I guess I'll see you on my next video. Bye!